Hello. Thank you guys so much for the subscribers. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well today, that you all are doing absolutely fantastic. This is the worst. How dare. How absolute dare. But yeah, so welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. We have a pretty good stream planned for today. That's like the only stuff I've heard about her. I'm going to be so completely for real. Other than that, though, I don't really know anyone else. Maybe do we skip or do we just like randomize it? What do you guys think? Do we like Chloe just because the name Chloe is so pretty? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Skippity? Okay, we'll skip. I shall skip a skip. Skippity skip. And then we have Best Vertical Live Streamer next. Streamer who creates the most engaging and entertaining vertical format live content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, or other platforms. I don't know any of these. A vertical live streamer? Well, the thing of it is there's vertical lives that you can do now on tons of platforms. Like you can instead of making YouTube lives, you can do like YouTube short lives. Yeah, so I don't know. There's so much stuff out there, guys. So much stuff. It feels so bizarre. So bizarre. The only thing I know about this guy, by the way, he's the only one I know. But the only okay, got it. I figured later on, after we talked about the drama surrounding the streamer awards, we could actually vote on stream together. Like, I could show you guys who I'm voting for, or you could like recommend who I should vote for if I don't know who any of the people are and stuff like that. Because there's actually like a ton of different categories, like 35 different categories that you can vote on. And there's not very many people I know on this list. The one thing I will say is, like, part of the reason I wanted to talk about the Streamer Awards too is because Iron Mouse got nominated for a category. Actually, 2 categories. She got nominated for Best VTuber category, and she got nominated for, her and C-Dog got nominated for the Best Stream Duo kind of thing, or the Best Stream Collab. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Best Stream Collab, actually, not Best Stream Duo. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so I have not gotten into any drama. We're just gonna talk about the Streamer Awards. So I'm chronically online. Let's just be completely honest here. I am chronically online. So all over Twitter, all I see is people talking about the Streamer Awards all the time. Like, all the time, you know? So I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay. So I wanted to talk about it with you guys because I see it anyway. So I'm like, I might as well just start ranting about it, or just like see what other people's impression or opinions are on it and everything. And then, of course, we're going to go through and start voting on them later. And yeah, no soothing voice tonight. Not tonight. We do have some lo-fi in the background, though, which is actually putting me to sleep. But I like it. I like the lo-fi, so we do it anyway, you know? We do it anyway. But yeah, no soothing voice, Aisu. I'm going to have another ASMR video out on... Okay, hold on. I'm on the red app and the purple app right now, so I can't really talk about too many other socials. But if you check my socials page, you will find the ASMR place that I post things. So I will have another ASMR video that I should hopefully have recorded for the 20th. And then next Monday, I will do another ASMR stream here. So unfortunately, what ended up happening yesterday was I was recording a lot. I have a lot of things that I need to get ready for my main Kitsu Aisu Red app channel. So that's kind of what's going on. That's kind of what's going on here. No, it is. It's definitely just a popularity contest, but that's what we're talking about it too. Because the thing of it is, like, every single award show, every single like big event when it comes to like celebrities or like creators and stuff like that, like there's always a lot of things that happen that people want to talk about or that people want to think about. And so, because, like I said, I'm chronically online and I see literally everything all over Twitter. I just figured, again, I mean, I'm seeing it anyway. Might as well see what other people think and talk about it and do all that stuff. But yeah, so if you guys don't know what the Streamer Awards is, by the way, so pretty much, I believe it's been a thing since 2022. So it's been a thing for a couple years now, not too long, but also it's not like super new either. And it's like a fan voted thing. So any streamers you see were nominated by fan votes. They're not like hand chosen by a careful few or anything like that. And so it's hosted by QT Cinderella, who is also a streamer, also a content creator, but is also, I believe she's with Ludwig. Like they're together, I think. And then let's see. What else was there about the Streamer Awards? Oh, it's actually, there's a lot of drama surrounding it, and it hasn't even happened yet. The Streamer Awards doesn't even happen until December 6th, guys. And already people are like all over the place complaining about it, talking about it, all that stuff. So I'm like, oh God, I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be after it takes part, and people are mad because their favorite streamer didn't win. I was gonna like do the whole Fresh Prince song, but then I was like, wait, I don't have any like funny ways to do that here. So I was like, okay, let's not. Yeah, next year we have to get me nominated. See, that's the other thing. Here's the drama. Here's the drama. Why was I not nominated for the Streamer Awards, guys? Oh my God. Me not being nominated? Like, you guys aren't doing your job correctly. You're supposed to be nominating me. Like, oh. No, actually, so there was a hidden gem award this year that they actually had set up. Yeah, they did have the best Marvel Rivals streamers too, for sure. They had Marvel Rivals streamers, which I could have qualified for, and they had Hidden Gem, which I also could have qualified for. So the Hidden Gem was specifically for people who have under 100 concurrent viewers, I think. I believe, hold on, I'm like scrolling through the thing right now. You know what, let me just bring it up for you guys. Let me just bring this on screen so you can see what we're working with. This is the Streamer Awards voting stuff. I'll just bring it up here. Voting for the Streamer Awards still going on. Yes, it is. The actual Streamer Awards don't happen until December 6th. So yeah, it's definitely still going on. Definitely still going on. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. That way we can look at it together though. Pull it up here. Okay, that might actually be a bit too big. Let's not make it too big. All right, that should be good. That should be a good place to do it, right? There you go. Under 10K followers. Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, I didn't look into it too much because just in general, I knew like I wasn't gonna be chosen. Like, let's be completely for real here. Especially like, one, it's really hard to get into any other category as a VTuber besides the VTuber one, and two, I'm just still so freaking small, guys. Like, I don't know how many nominations people needed to be able to get into this, but ooh, it was probably a lot. But yeah, let's talk about the drama. Let's talk about the controversy. Anyone know any of the dramas that are happening with the Streamer Awards right now? Anyone? Or must I fill you in? Ooh. Must I fill you in? One of them, I will say, is just people being petty. One of the biggest dramas that is happening with the Streamer Awards is just what happens with every fucking award show, right? Where people are just like, oh, but why wasn't my favorite creator on here? Or why is this creator on here? They're not big enough for that, or they don't deserve to be on here, kind of thing. That's one of the biggest ones. And then I'm like, you know, that's where I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe get a little bit over that one. Like, just because your favorite creator's on there does not, in fact, or your favorite creator's not on there, does not, in fact, mean that the other creators are not deserving. It just means maybe they didn't get enough votes to actually be on there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am small. I am very small. And thank you for the Prime subscribe. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on the Minecraft drama. If you guys didn't see that one, by the way, I'm not going to go into too much information on that one because I don't really know much about it. But pretty much, I guess there was a roleplay Minecraft kind of server thing. And you can correct me at any time, by the way, if I'm wrong on what I say, by the way. Winter Charm. It seems like there was a Minecraft roleplay thing that happened. And someone got really, really upset because of, I think it was banter. It was like the opposing team was doing a little bit of, it wasn't even griefing. It was just like, I guess, oh, what's the right word? Trolling, maybe, in a way, with how they were talking kind of thing. And so someone got really upset about it and then started harassing a couple of people about it and then kept making posts and doing all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know. The banter, yeah. Yeah. So the banter was just saying, like, the other team is inferior to us kind of thing. And they got really mad about it. And then started complaining about it. And like I said, I don't know too much of what went down, but I saw that a lot on Twitter too, was the Minecraft stuff. I guess it's not, it was like a Minecraft roleplay server. So it wasn't necessarily just Minecraft, but yeah. Yeah, the VTuber in question complained to one of the agencies about the use of inferior. Yeah, exactly. That's true. And yes, reporting for duty. Hell yeah. Welcome in. We are live on both the red app and the purple app today, by the way. So we are here for fun. We are here for drama, actually. We're talking about the streamer awards. So we're going to talk about that first, and then we're going to get into actually playing some Marvel Rivals later. But so pretty much, again, the streamer awards is an annual award show that happens, hosted by QT Cinderella. And there is some drama surrounding it. One of the dramas, like I mentioned, was just a lot of people complaining about either their favorite creator not being on there or the fact that the creators on there are too big and a lot of like small creators are not being recognized and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like just the surface of why people are complaining about the streamer awards here. Just the surface, just like slightly brushing the dust off the surface of this. We're going archaeologist here. We're going to get further in. We're going to deep dive kind of into this. But that's one of the biggest things that happened was just, you know, that normal stuffs with every award show. How much cheesecake could 90 Aisus eat? Oh, that's a good question. Probably 120. Yeah, probably 120 cheesecakes. Aisu, 90 Aisus could eat. I think that's true. Oh, actually, before we begin with streamer awards, by the way, okay, let me just talk about this a little bit. This is kind of a little dramatic too, hopefully. Hopefully. Your tweet about that merch collab shows the rest of the image. I know. On Twitter, I asked if there were any merch sites that would do like NSFW merch, guys. And I posted an image with it, an image that I really want to get made into merch. So hopefully we can find someone that would be willing to do merch with us again, but this time a little more on like the lewd side, maybe. Not because, right, like it's anything too bad, but just because it's the type of merch that a lot of other sites have kind of told me no to, that it's a little bit too raunchy. So I'm really hoping, really hoping that I can get another merch site to work on that with me. I hope so much. Oh yeah, I could definitely leave the review, like the scathing review, in like a year from now or something like that. That way they can be like, oh, who is this person? I don't know, I don't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, back to the streamer awards. All right, let's talk, let's yap, let's talk about drama here. Okay. So if you guys aren't chronically online like me, the streamer awards, a lot of the drama that has been surrounding it, like I said, just scratching the surface of it, people being upset that the creator they like did not get nominated, or people being upset that the creators are all like super big creators, even though there is the one category with the hidden gems, which is really, really nice. That it's only like 5 out of the however many other people were nominated, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the nominations specifically. So QT Cinderella actually went in and she did a whole nomination stream for it, which I thought was actually really cool. I thought that was awesome. So go in, talk about the categories, show clips of the streamers, like talk about which streamers are getting nominated for which category and that kind of stuff. And I think one of the biggest problems that happened like right away from that was a lot of the creators did not like the clips that were being used for their nomination stuff. Specifically, I think it was one creator, and I'm not gonna name creators by name, by the way. The only reason I'm naming Cutie Cinderella is just because she's the host of the thing. But like, I'm not gonna name streamers by names unless if we're talking about like the actual nominations and like who we're voting for and that kind of stuff. But any one of the people surrounding like in the drama themselves, I'm just gonna kind of leave at like just generally this happened kind of thing, right? But yeah, so one of the streamers specifically was like, I guess what ended up happening was the clips that were used for him for his nomination, right, ended up being like the first one that was used was a video of him and his ex-girlfriend. And then the second one that was used was a video of him and his current girlfriend. And he was really upset because he was like, why are we using clips of my ex-girlfriend in a stream, like in a nomination thing where I'm getting nominated for an award? And I was like, oh, that's something. That is definitely something. And of course, the thing that QT said actually does stand for that, though, because she did say, like, we only had, like, 24 hours to work on getting clips and get all that stuff. And, you know, it's like whatever you have out there is, I mean, of course, what's going to be found. So it's like, it's not exactly easy to find and, like, decide which clip people are going to like to see versus which one they're not going to. So that was kind of how that happened. But that was, like, I think during the actual nomination stream itself, I think it was probably a lot of people, because she actually did mention it, like, just outright, that a lot of people were messaging her about the clips, and she said, like, you know, after you're nominated, you're free to message and, like, try to fix whichever clip is there, or put in whichever clip you actually want to show. Because I think it was probably, like, over double digits number of people that were like, hey, like, can I change my clip? Because I don't think I like my clip. But yeah, that's another thing. The majority of the people that were nominated are A, very big streamers, and B, are associated with QT in some way. And, like, by that, I mean, they're on friendly terms, they're friends, that kind of stuff. I think I talked about that a little bit, was saying that the streaming community is actually pretty small. So it's not odd that a lot of them would be her friends that get nominated and stuff like that. Because, of course, she's a big streamer. She's friends with other big streamers. Like, it's just kind of how it works in a way, you know? But it would be nice to see more people that are affiliated with the bigger streamers, that are more, like, doing their own thing, that are more, like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so that's one of the things. I know it was kind of uncomfortable, some of the clips, because there was one, oh my gosh. So there was one person that got nominated, and they're like, they actually showed people's reactions to being nominated too, right? Is like, what the funny part to me was, because one of the streamers actually, after getting nominated, ended up like air humping the camera. And I was like, that was so awkward to watch. Like, what is with people's reactions to getting nominated? Like, it was always people getting up and, like, running around, or, like, people getting up and, like, air humping the camera. That's the kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I was like, oh, this is, like, it was actually kind of, like, making me blush a little bit, because I was like, okay, this is very intense. What is happening? Like, what is this? Oh, my gosh. So a lot of people were like, that wasn't supposed to be shown here. I need that taken down. Yeah, for the content. And then speaking about clips too, someone took a clip off of, and again, I'm not naming names, by the way. But someone took a clip from a streamer who was actually watching the Streamer Awards nominations at the time where the nomination videos were taking part and stuff like that. And there was a point where I think QT Cinderella was actually talking like quite a bit. I think she was trying to like hold off on showing more stuff, trying to build up hype, or maybe her team wasn't ready to release some videos and stuff like that. Yeah, nominationception, exactly. And so the guy ended up just like starting to be really rude and yelling at, like, it literally just started like yelling out, shut the fuck up and just get to the nominations already and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, because I didn't know that was happening until I started seeing it all over Twitter. And this was a guy that had been nominated for the Streamer Awards, and he was acting like that while watching QT actually announce the nominations. So I was like, oh man, oh man, that was, yeah. I see, that's why I don't know. It's just like people, I feel like people aren't careful about what they put on the internet anymore. Because it's like, of course you say that kind of stuff, like everyone's gonna see it, like everyone's gonna find it. And I think QT actually responded to that because it was a clip that was going all over the internet and stuff like that. And she was like, oh yeah, so did you actually even want to be nominated and come to the awards show? Because I'm going to be talking a lot then too. So did you even want to see that kind of thing? And it was like, yeah, fair enough. Like, if you're going to complain about the host talking, like, maybe you shouldn't be involved in the show, you know? The guy has since apologized, by the way. The guy has since apologized. But even still, it's still, like, I don't think that was appropriate to do. Like, it was highly disrespectful. Like, highly disrespectful. So it's, like, a lot of fans are being disrespectful if they don't see one of their favorite creators. And then a lot of creators are actually being disrespectful towards QT, even though she's putting on this big event and stuff like that. So there's a lot of drama on that. A lot of drama on that. So that's where I'm like, why? It's just, like, it's hard to put into words, but it's like, why aren't people more nice? Like, why are people not being taught respect anymore? And just, why are people just acting like that without thinking, oh shit, yeah, maybe I am being rude. Maybe I should tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Because especially, yeah, being nominated and making fun of the person that's putting on the event that you were nominated for, being rude to the person who put on the event you're nominated for is pretty much like the definition of biting the hand that feeds you. And yet people do it so easily. So easily. And like, let me think. These kids and their 6'7s and skibbity toilets. Exactly. I'm trying to think of what else I was going to talk about, though. Because I think that was, like, actually the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was just how rude people were being. Because like I said, I'm chronically online. I spend a lot of time on Twitter, and I see a lot of that stuff go down. Glad I missed the nomination stream. Yeah. Well, and that's true. The nomination stream, it's like, the nomination stream was fine, right? Like, I know the team behind the nomination stream were actually trying to be really respectful and trying to be, like, really good and stuff. It just sounds like they weren't organized enough, unfortunately. Which happens with a lot of events anymore. Like, they have such little time to actually try to put on something good. It's a lot of the creators that are involved, like, not behind the scenes, not even associated with the Streamer Awards, just are, like, nominated for it that were really, really rude. But it was a fan-nominated thing, so it's like they can't really control who the fans want to see on there, I guess. So, I don't know. More and more old man yells at Cloud, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have my thoughts organized. I just wanted to talk about that. But I do want to vote with you guys. Just because I don't know who half of these people are. So I wanted you guys to help me vote. I wanted you guys to help me figure out who to vote for and stuff. Because I was like, oh shit. Because I know who to vote for best VTuber and like best stream collab, I think. because obviously Iron Mouse, like anywhere Iron Mouse is, gotta vote for her. But the problem is, who do I vote for anywhere else? Because yeah, I could talk more about the drama, but it's just a lot more like rehashing things that I've already talked about, because it's just mostly the same type of stuff happened multiple times, you know? The Game Awards. Oh, I did see something about Megabonk, right? Megabonk. They were supposed to be in the Game Awards, and it was Best Indie Debut Game or something like that, and they were like, yeah, actually this isn't a debut game, so we're gonna withdraw. Because, you know, I've put out other games before, so this doesn't count as being debut. That kind of thing. But yes, okay. Best music streamer. Who do you guys want to vote for best music streamer, by the way? Yeah, Team Cherry definitely does deserve the win. Well, the best part about Team Cherry is A, they came out with a fucking super good game, and B, they allowed their developers to have more than enough time to work on the game, so it was actually more passionate rather than them having to rush, and I really loved that. I thought that was really, really nice, you know, really, really nice. I don't know any of these streamers either. That's why I need help. That's why I need help. I want to vote for this person, maybe, because their name has drummer in it. How about that? How about Chris Drummer just for the drummer part and the drumsticks? Does that sound okay? I think that sounds okay. I think we'll go with that. Well, this is music streamers too. I don't really watch music stuff. I watch music videos on YouTube, but not really music streams. So, best creative arts streamer. Okay, what about this one? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, true. True. Well, and that's the thing too. Most of the people who are gonna get voted for aren't getting voted for because they actually. Okay, give me just 1 second. Give me just 1 second, okay? Because I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, I'm gonna show you something. All right, I play Marvel Rivals, right? I play Marvel Rivals. A lot of people play Marvel Rivals. Is there anyone missing from this list? This is the best Marvel Rivals streamer. Because here's the issue, right? Here's the issue with the best Marvel Rivals. Yeah, Kitsu, Aisu. I know, I'm not on there. But no. The point I'm trying to make with this, by the way, is Bogor, Flats, maybe even Tim the Tatman. I've heard of, I know of, and I know they make quite a lot of content for Marvel Rivals. Apparently, these two guys, they don't even really play the game except for like once a month or something like that for like sponsored streams or things like that. So like these three people might actually be deserving of being in the category, but these two people, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, like that might be a little, like, no offense to any of the creators, okay? Again, this is fan voted, so it's not like, you know, it's not like it's their fault that they got on there kind of thing. But yeah, Aramori, Doki Bird, like there's tons of other people, even like Nikodos, who plays a lot of Spider-Man and stuff like that. Like there's tons of other people that should be on here that aren't. You know what I mean? So it is really, really hard to sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know, it's good to vote on these, because it's like there's so many people that should be on here that aren't, and so many people where it's like they try to put them in a category and it just doesn't seem like it would fit that category, right? Like so many people that make content that should have been in a different category, but instead they're in that category. You know what I mean? Okay, so who are we voting for here, though? For best creative arts streamer. What are we thinking? What are we saying? Because I know Emaru. Rose Doodle looks pretty cute, though. I do like Rose Doodle. I see 2 for Rose Doodle. Are we going for Rose Doodle? Is that what's happening? Because I see 2 for Rose Doodle. I see people talking about Emaru. Okay, 1 in chat for Rose Doodle, 2 in chat for Emeru. Okay, I think we got more Rose Doodles here because it was 1 in chat for Rose Doodle, right? I think so. Okay, we'll do Rose Doodle. Honestly, though, for everything that Emeru went through at TwitchCon and shit, she deserves to win. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. She went through so much bullshit at TwitchCon and everything that, like, you know, that girl deserves to be tossed a bone or something. Like, she deserves something cool, you know? Best roleplay streamer, by the way. No, nothing against Rose Doodle. I was just saying in general, if Emeru wins, like, that would be fine for me. I don't mind if either one of them wins. Okay, so we got best roleplay streamer. We got Officer Messy, Legends of Evantris? Evantris? Something like that. Kason, Lord K-Bone, Venom. Oh, you don't know what happened to Emeru? Oh no. Okay. Emeru, she at TwitchCon, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. You can probably look it up, Emeru TwitchCon, but pretty much at TwitchCon, she was hosting a meet and greet that she was forced to do, by the way. In order for her to be able to do a panel, she had to have a meet and greet as well. And this was something said by Twitch staff. And she ended up getting assaulted at TwitchCon because of the meet and greet, because people were able to just get through the line and just like come up to her and just, yeah. So yeah, there will be a lot more explanations if you actually like look it up. People have made videos for it and all kinds of stuff like that. So it was TwitchCon and Emeru and Miskiff, because there was something going on with Miskiff, who is an ex of hers and also seems to be a genuinely bad guy, that there was a lot going on there too. So if you have any curiosity on that stuff, I would look up Emeru and TwitchCon and then Emeru and Miskiff, and then you should find all the information about what's going on there. And yes, I'm seeing a lot of people say Evantris. So let's say Evantris. And yeah, of course. I'm not good at that kind of stuff, but like talking drama, as you see, I'm just kind of here. I'm not really good at talking drama. My thoughts are not organized. I'm just more of a ranty person, but yeah, for sure. I'll always let you guys know what I know. Critical Role Twitch channel not nominated. See, yeah. See, and that's crazy too, because yeah, I would expect Critical Role to be on here for sure. Best MOBA streamer. I don't know. I don't know any of these people, guys. What's MOBA? Like League of Legends, Dota 2, Pokemon Unite, Smite, that kind of stuff. I don't know the game category. I don't know the creators. I don't know any of this stuff. How's the stream? Not bad. I'm just here. I'm just hanging out. Yeah, games I don't watch either, to be quite honest. Let's see. This guy's giving a nice thumbs up. He looks nice. Should we vote for this guy just for the thumbs up? Should we just go for the person who's actually like making a cool pose? I think that's eventually going to be the way we have to go. We just have to like start guessing. Because yeah, we can skip, but I don't know. Should we? And also best brand partner. I'm pretty sure you guys know who's going to be voted for here. I mean, come on. Best brand partner? Obviously fucking Gamer Subs, right? Obviously. Gamer Subs treats its creators so freaking good and makes really good products and everything. So definitely. Gamer Subs has got to be the way. Yes, they were the safe space at TwitchCon for sure. Like, in terms of the meet and greets, the Gamer Subs meet and greet, I can't talk. The Gamer Subs meet and greets were safer than the actual TwitchCon meet and greets themselves, which is crazy coming from a product brand rather than coming from an actual venue convention, you know? So yeah, we got to do Gamer Subs there. Hidden Gem Award. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know any of these creators, but I did see this person. I just love puzzles. I did see her reaction to being picked for the hidden gem thing, and she was crying and she looked so sweet. So I think we gotta vote for her though, guys. Some gamer pepperoni. I want gamer pepperoni. That sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think we vote for I Just Love Puzzles just because she seems like a sweetie pie and she actually did like really cry her eyes out when she got nominated. And I feel like she would be one of the most genuinely happy people to win, you know? So let's go with that. Best Battle Royale streamer. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. The only person I know is Ninja. That's the only person I know. But yeah, this is Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, Call of Duty, Fall Guys, other games like that. I don't know any of these people. Is Ninja still popular? See, the only thing I remember from Ninja is just the time where he, what was it? Times Square, where he tried to get tons of people to floss and everyone just looked at him like, just like blank stared like, the fuck? That's all I remember about Ninja. It's like, you guys remember the floss, right? From back in the day, like the dance move stuff. I think so. I think that was pretty popular. Okay, now we have best fighting game streamer. We just decided to skip because, yeah, I don't know any of these people, to be quite honest. Best fighting game streamer who creates the best fighting game content. Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 to Mortal Kombat and Super Smash Bros. Super Smash! Lily Pichu? See, I haven't really heard of Lily Pichu much, but she does look like a cutie pie. So should we? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Lily? We go for Lily? A good voice actress? Okay, we can go for Lily. That sounds good. Very, very good. Best MMORPG streamer. Streamer who creates the most engaging MMORPG content while playing games like Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, Lost Ark, and others. I don't know any of these. I don't know anyone. But I will say, what are we noticing here? What are we seeing? What are we seeing with the second one down? I think that might be a redhead, guys. I think that might be a redhead. I don't know. Obviously, redheads just do it better. I think we know who we gotta vote for, guys. I think we know who we gotta vote for here. I feel like, you know, yeah, redhead, purple background. We gotta vote for the redhead always. Best speedrun streamer. Streamer who creates the most entertaining and impressive speedrunning content. You know, I'm just sad Easy Speezy's not here. I don't know if you guys know who Easy Speezy is, but Easy Speezy posts a lot of like speedrun stuffs. And I guess he might be more of a YouTuber rather than a streamer. I think he does some streams, but he's like really cool. And I wish he was on here because I'd vote for him in a heartbeat. But other than that, I don't know any of these people. I don't know anyone right now. Let's see. I like the hand. What do you guys think about the hand? Look at the hand with the little derpy smiley face. Does the hand with the little derpy smiley face look fun? I feel like the hand with the little derpy smiley face is the way to go. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? And yeah. Unfortunately, that's kind of the problem with only having like 4 to 5 options to vote from. Is like there's so many people that you can't vote for because they're just not there, you know? Man, car door hook, man, exactly. Maybe? That's my thought. I'm like, if I can't decide on which streamer to go for because I don't know any of them, then I gotta go with the hand. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I am on the internet all the time, guys. All the time. And yet, the thing of it is, like, half of these people, I don't know. Like, I'm chronically online, but I live under a rock? Is that what's happening? Like, I genuinely... It's hard to care, I guess, too much about the Streamer Awards and the different categories if I don't know half the people that are involved in it. You know what I mean? Again, no offense to the organizers, no offense to the actual award show, no offense to the creators. This is probably a me issue. But, like, it is really hard to vote when there's, like, no one I know. That's why I'm like, I was hoping for help, but it seems like we're all in the same boat here. It seems like we're all struggling here. I don't know any of these guys, so I'm just gonna skip. Do you guys know any of these people? Flight? We vote for Flight? We have a vote? Wait, no. You said Cash and Flight. Well, I have to vote for one, though. Who do I vote for? Do Cash? Okay. There we go. We got one. We got one. There we go. Best Minecraft streamer. Streamer who creates the best Minecraft content. I don't know these either. I don't know. Good Times with Scar? Is that what you're saying? Okay, do we have anyone to second Scar? Anyone who has a different opinion, or what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Because I know no one. Okay, if he's a precious bean, then maybe, you know what? Okay, we gotta vote for the precious beans, right? We gotta. Where's Queso? Oh yeah, Queso was hardly on the list, by the way. Queso was like literally. Oh god, yeah, we haven't seen Queso yet. I think he got put in one category and that was it. Lost me at Minecraft. See, I don't really do much with Minecraft, I'm gonna be honest. Best Marvel Rivals streamer. See, this is the problem, guys. Where is Dokibird? Dokibird! Dokibird! Why? Yeah, skip no Kitsu Aisu, exactly. Exactly. No, I don't mind giving it to Flats, though. I will say I do watch some of Flats' content. I do like him. He's pretty cool. Yeah, Doki should have been there. For sure. For sure. I think we saw... What was it? 2 votes? Okay. Let's do it this way. 1 for Flats, 2 for Tim, and 3 for Bogor. 1 Flats, 2 Tim, 3 Bogor. Who's 4? What? What? The fuck is 4? Huh? What? What? What's 6? What does 6 stand for? What? What's funnier than 24? 25. Okay, I think we saw more Flats. We're gonna go with Flats here. Best FPS streamer. Okay, best FPS. We got streamer who creates the most entertaining first-person shooter while playing games like Valorant, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Halo, and other. Where am I? This is Overwatch, huh? I should be on here for Overwatch. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. See, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here, though. Why are there peanuts? This is just breaking No Nut November. You're literally just forcing people to break No Nut November right here. Like, if there's a peanut in the categories, No Nut November is over. That breaks, like, that for, like, how many people? I think there were, like, 500,000 people or something that voted. That breaks it. That breaks No Nut November for everyone. Everyone! Like, what is this? What is this? You like the peanut in a hat? Does everyone like the peanut in a hat? Do we break No Nut November? Do we do it, guys? Is that how this works now? Do we do it? Do we break it? Oh my god. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I guess. I do also like Aspen, though, because that looks like a Juno cosplay, right? I think that cosplay looks pretty cute. I did already break No Nut November. You're right. Especially if you look at my most recent YouTube short, you'll find it. You'll find it. Yes. Best strategy game streamer. So this is stuff like Teamfight Tactics, StarCraft, chess. Chess? Okay, chess, Balatro. Okay. All right. I guess chess is a strategy game, but I didn't figure it'd be like on something that's more like online stuff. Yeah, chess on Twitch, I guess. You said Northern Lion? Okay. Do we have any other votes? Any other votes? I got 2 for Northern Lion. Is that what we're feeling? Is that what we're thinking? Okay, we got 3 for Northern Lion. Okay. Or wait, no. That's 2 for Northern Lion still, because you can't vote twice, Kawaii. You're confusing my brain. I saw Northern Lion 3 times, and I was like, oh, that's 3. No, your name was there twice. You're confusing me. Ah! How dare. Best reality streamer. Streamer who flawlessly creates the best... I can't talk. Best blend of IRL and desktop content. I know none of these people. I know no one. I know absolutely no one. Who are you people? Yeah, I've never heard of any of them either. I think we're gonna just probably skip that one then. I think we just skip that one. I think we call that a day and just like move on to the next one. Okay, next we have best IRL streamer though. Getting outside, exploring, traveling, or streaming life beyond their desktop setup. So we have Aisu Speed, Christina, and Amber, Chloe, IRL, and Extra Emily. What do you guys think? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Who do we want to pick for this one? Right? See, that's what's confusing me. Life beyond a desktop? That doesn't exist. Like, what the fuck? How is this even a category? It's not even a thing. Like, hello? Hello? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know any of them. So that's where I'm like, if you guys recommend one, I guess I'll go for that one probably, because I don't really know any of them. I mean, like, I've heard of Extra Emily. Not good things, by the way. Nothing against her, but the only time I ever hear about Extra Emily is the time she ran a stoplight or a stop sign, and then the time where she was refusing to pay her parents back for paying for her college or something like that. That's like the only stuff I've heard about her. I'm gonna be so completely for real. Other than that, though, I don't really know anyone else. Maybe do we skip or do we just like randomize it? What do you guys think? Do we like Chloe just because the name Chloe is so pretty? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Skippity? Okay, we'll skip. I shall skip a skip. Skippity skip. And then we have best vertical live streamer next. Streamer who creates the most engaging and entertaining vertical format live content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, or other platforms. I don't know any of these. A vertical live streamer? Well, the thing of it is there's vertical lives that you can do now on tons of platforms. Like, you can instead of making YouTube lives, you can do like YouTube short lives. Yeah, so I don't know. There's so much stuff out there, guys. So much stuff. It feels so bizarre. So bizarre. The only thing I know about this guy, by the way, he's the only one I know. But the only way I know about this guy is I think he did a collab with Darman. You guys know who Darman is, but he makes the cringiest content in the world. Oh my god. And this guy made a collab with Darman. And so that's all I know about him. He's definitely not getting my vote. Aisu shorts to win? Yes. Aisu wins every category. That's just how this works. Which one of these is the shortest? Least vertical winning. Best vertical would be funny. True. Yeah, I would win. I would win everything. We will move on after people are back from the ads, by the way. We shall just chill for here right now. and then we'll be back after the ads. Least vertical falls flat. You know what? Maybe. Maybe. Potentially. Probably. But yeah, technically, I would be the least vertical out of all of these. I'm pretty sure, if we're talking my height. But yeah, I mean, if you guys don't like any of these people or don't know them, we can just skip, by the way. I don't really care. Aisu is fun size. I'm like a fun-sized candy bar. You know, sweet, fun, small, too sugary for your health. I'm not one of those people that's gonna put like a chicken nugget in a smoothie and call it a day. Like, nah, the only way I'm getting my smoothies, or the only way I'm getting my protein is by not putting it in a smoothie. Like, it's that simple. You know, it's that simple. All right, I haven't seen anything, so I'm just gonna skip these. Okay, what is the stream game of the year, guys? What is the stream game of the year? So here's where I'm at with this, okay? Marvel Rivals. Obviously, you guys know me. I fucking love Marvel Rivals with all my heart. It is my everything. I play it all the time. But Peak, though, the amount of funny fucking content we've gotten from Peak, from watching streamers, from watching freaking, like, you know, VTubers, has been insane. Absolutely insane. No, I can't vote for 2. I would if I could, but I have to vote for 1. It's either Marvel Rivals or Peak, though, is where it has to be. Because Schedule 1, I will admit, I didn't watch people stream Schedule 1. I liked watching that actually as a video instead, rather than a stream. Repo, I didn't really see too much of. Expedition 33, I didn't really see too much of. So yeah, it's gotta be Rivals or Peak. All right, let's see. A 1 for Rivals and a 2 for Peak. You guys gotta help me with this because both of them are really good. 1 for Rivals, 2 for Peak. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 1s. I am, in fact, a Marvel Rivals partner, so I probably have to vote for it anyway. I probably have to vote for it anyway, just because, you know. And now we have Best Content Organization, which I don't know about you guys, but obviously it's Hololive, right? Obviously. Like, you think I'm gonna vote for a content organization that doesn't have fucking VTubers? Like, obvious fucking Lee, it's Hololive. What? Also, I'd just like to point out, have you guys noticed VTubers in any of these categories, by the way? Like, any of these categories. We are on category 20. Okay, 20. And there have been no VTubers in, like, anything. Like, that is insane. Absolutely insane. Just how much recognition VTubers do not get. Like, what the fuck? We gotta go Hololive, though. We gotta. The Peanut was a VTuber? Oh, yeah, they do consider the Peanut a VTuber. They actually do. Because if you make it down to Best VTuber, they do have the Burnt Peanut there as well. Okay, now we have Best International Streamer. Now, you guys are going to have to help me with this one because I actually don't know any of these people again. I don't know any of these people again. What do you guys think? What are we thinking? Anyone good to vote for? Neither do we. The fact that we're just all in the same boat here is insane. We're all struggling, guys. We're all struggling. This person has the name Tumblr. Maybe we vote for him because, well, I mean, the site that's called Tumblr, I don't know. No, we skip. It's fine. Best Stream Duo. Best Stream Duo! Finally, we get Sea-Dog and Iron Mouse. Hell fucking yes. Oh, yeah! This is the one I feel so passionate about. This is the one I feel amazing about. Sea-Dog and Iron Mouse? Like, obvious fucking lead, obviously. Like, what the fuck? You think anyone else should be voted for over Sea-Dog and Iron Mouse? Please. Please. We got Connor. We got Mousy. We got Connor. Like, everyone to me just looks like Connor. Like, obviously, this is the way to go. So finally, this is, if we're considering the burnt peanut a VTuber, this is only the second category, or I guess third if you consider the content orgs. This is only the third time we've seen anything VTuber related, by the way. This is the only time. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, wait, shit, yeah, the fourth time. But out of, like, 22 categories, that's insane. Best streamed collab. So, again, I don't know any of these. I do think Cat's Eye is some kind of, like, idol group of some kind. I'm not sure, but I think so. I'd have to, let me look up what Cat's Eye is. But yeah, I don't know any of these, any of these collabs, like, at all. So let me just look up what Cat's Eye is. So Cat's Eye is a girl group based in Los Angeles. Okay, yeah, so Cat's Eye is an idol group of some kind. Okay. Sounds good. Fred again related to old YouTube Fred? I hope not. I hope not. I don't want to go back to the days of the Fred Chipmunk voice styles. It's in my nightmares. So what do we think? Which one do we want to go for, by the way? Because I'm, like, erring on the side of Cat's Eye, just because I know that's some kind of, like, girl group that makes music, and I think that's actually really, really cool to be able to have them on a Twitch stream. However, I don't know. So you guys tell me what to vote for, and I'll vote for it. Or we can just skip it if you guys don't think any of them should be voted for. Yeah, Fred actually now just does regular content. He just does regular content. Yeah, I don't know these at all either. Me neither. I wish we could see, like, more Iron Mouse and Sea Dog stuff, guys. They should be in Best Stream Collab as well. Because, of course, anytime they collab together, it's just the best of the best. I don't know. I know Kaisanat too. But I think his shtick, like, a lot of what he does is he just has famous people come on to stream with him to just do random stuff. Oh, I think he did shave his hair. I think that happened. But that's about all I know. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Cat's Eye, just because I think it's kind of cool, but. All right, we have marathon streams now. Yeah, hair shaving. Whoa, how cool. No. Mafiathon 3, Speed Does America, Stream for Humanity, Phase Subathon. So, Stream for Humanity, I'm wondering if that's supposed to be like some kind of charity stream? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that sounds like charity. So technically that might be the way to go. Potentially. And yes, Kaya Sanat is definitely one of the biggest streamers out there right now. For sure. For sure. Yeah, because the Mafiathon 3, I think, broke sub records and stuff like that. But I will say we do like charities. So is Stream for Humanity a charity thing? Hold on. Let me confirm that before we place our votes. Stream for Humanity. I'm looking it up, trying to see what it is. Yes. January 24th, 2025 is when this took place. And they raised over 3.5 million euros for Doctors Without Borders. Yes. Okay. So it was charity. So we're going to have to go for a Stream for Humanity. Yeah. Charity deserves, for sure. I just wanted to check first, because the fact that it said for humanity, usually for humanity does stand for charity stuff. So I was just confirming first, though. Okay. So we have now best streamed event. So we have GP Explorer 3. Don't know what that is. Streamer University, Streamer Prom, Bingo Brawlers, and Streamer Games. I've heard of Streamer University and Streamer Games, because of course those are like huge, like absolutely huge. I mean, that's Kai Cenat and Ludwig. But I will say I didn't watch them, so I don't know personally. I really don't know. Like, truthfully, I probably wouldn't vote for any of them, to be quite honest. But we can if you guys think one of them deserves to be voted for. So let's hear it. Anyone want to vote for one of these or nah? Oh, so you want to vote for Ludwig then, huh? Okay, so I've seen one for Streamer Games and one for Streamer University. What are we thinking? We need a tiebreaker. You give it to Streamer Games? Okay. We'll go with Streamer Games. And then we have Best Streamed Series. I don't know these. Okay. I don't know any of these, but there is Caretakers, In the Booth, Fortnite Friday, Alvius Tours, and Let Her Cook. So this is this person. Okay, hold on. Let me look into this Maya person, because I thought she did like animal stuff. I think we're old, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, it looks like Alvius Tours. So, this Maya owns a sanctuary called Alvius Sanctuary, which has a lot of animals, and it's like a research and recovery institute creating conservation programs to help save species from extinction. So we gotta vote for Alvius Tours, obviously, because it seems like it's actually really, really good. It's a nonprofit organization founded by Maya Higa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got to do that. So Alvius runs a 24/7 live stream on Twitch where viewers can watch the animal ambassadors. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, we know what to vote for now. Hell yeah. I was seeing I was looking at the image and I was like, is that a bird? I was like, wait, is that a bird? I love birds. Let me look into this person more to make sure that maybe they should be voted for, you know? I love birds. So we do Alvius Tours. All right. Here is probably the hardest decision you will ever have to make, guys. Chat, this is the hardest decision. Who is the best VTuber out of Mori, Chibidoki, and Iron Mouse? I'm just gonna put those three up there because they're the three pink-haired girl. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta go with those three. Kenji, sorry, you're cool, but nah. The burnt peanut, you look cool, but nah. We gotta go with my three VTubers here. Yeah, I'm not on there. It's so sad. Maybe you guys can get me on there next year. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think people are gonna want Iron Mouse for sure. I know, I love Iron Mouse. I love Mori though too. It was so cute, actually. I saw this on Twitter, and this is like something really, really wholesome. So Mori ended up voting for Mousy, and Mousy ended up voting for Maury, and it was so fucking adorable because they were like, being up there with my Oshi means the world, and it was like, yeah, it's so cool, it's so cool. So yeah, I love both of them. Absolutely so much. I love both of them. And then of course Chibidoki is just our gremlin, right? Like you gotta love Chibidoki, right? You gotta. So we're gonna go Iron Mouse, but that doesn't mean anything bad about the rest of the VTubers. We love VTubers here. We love VTubers. Oh, but I think this is the last time we're gonna see VTubers, by the way. This is the last category that actually has VTubers, which is so stupid. So stupid. I'm like, where are the VTuber votes, guys? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? It's gone. It's gone. All right. Now we got Best Variety Streamer. What do you guys think? I know Queso and that's it. And that's it. But what are we thinking? What are we feeling? I don't know the rest of them. So I can't really vote properly here. Vine Sauce? What's Vine Sauce like? Like, what does Vine Sauce do? I'm waiting to hear a joke of about Vine. Do you guys know that Vine's coming back, by the way? Do you remember the Vine platform? Like, do it for the Vine. It's coming back under the name Divine now, but it's coming back. I have not heard of the pizza He-Man Eat It, but now you made me want pizza, so fuck you. How dare you make me want pizza? I feel so offended right now. So offended. I'm so excited for Vine to come back, though. Like, they're coming back with all the old videos, too. Like, the videos are still there, you know? Okay, so do we like Vine Sauce or do we like Queso? 1 for Vine Sauce, 2 for Queso, because I've seen votes for both of them. 1 for Vine, 2 for Case. Five. There is no 5, though. There is no 3. What is happening? Why are we voting for numbers that don't exist? Why are we voting for numbers that don't exist? Oh no. What? Okay, I'm seeing Vine. We go Vine. Best Just Chatting Streamer. We have Lydia Violet, Joe Bartolozzi, XQC, Kai Sadat, and Jason the Weed. Also, I'm gonna say this joke. I'm gonna say this joke because I found this actually really funny. But I mean no offense with this joke, by the way. I mean no offense to XQC with this. XQC, you won't watch this, but if you do, I am so sorry. But someone said, how can XQC count as a just chatting streamer when half the time you can't even understand what he's saying? It's like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. But yeah. Oh. It was such a good roast. And we could just open a coffee chain now just with that roast in particular. That was so good. But yeah, I saw that on Twitter, as I see everything, because of course I'm chronically online. And I was like, damn, okay. All right, sure. Sure. But yeah, I don't know who to vote for here. I think Kai Cenat is definitely the most popular one for sure. But I'd be fine with skipping this one, I think, because I don't really know if I want to vote for any of them per se. I can't really think of one to vote for. But if you guys have a particular one you want me to vote for, put it in chat now. Let me know. Let me know. We shall decide. On the count of 5. Okay, I see Kai. I guess we can vote for Kai. Yeah, let's go Kai. I see 2 Kais. Let's go. Then we have Rising Star Award, by the way. After, so streamer who began the year with under 1,000 average and has shown rapid growth and huge potential. We have Marlon, Sakura, Shaimiko, Real KDB, Average Harry, and Reginald. I like the name Reginald. Reginald is such a cool name. It's just like, ooh, Reginald, go get me some tea, please. I love that. I love that so much. And yes, head pets are always the way to go. Let's go. So, anyone want to vote for anyone out of this one? I don't really know anyone. So I can't really think of one to vote for, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, under 1,000 is still huge. Very, very huge. But it's like they began the year with under 1,000 and they've shown rapid growth. So I assume they're over 1,000 now is how it's going. I assume that's what's going on. Okay, we got count of 5. If you guys want to vote for one of them, say so on the count of 5. If not, we skip. All right, we're going. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're skipping then. Why do they crack you up? What's wrong with the countdowns? What's wrong with the countdowns? I don't understand. Then we have best breakout streamer. So streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers and as one of the most talked about names in streaming. So we got these peoples. 5! I can do it funnier. Right? That's how I feel too. I'm like, the most talked about names in streaming. I don't know them though. Right? No, I feel that. I feel that so much. So freaking much. Yeah, get me on the roster for VTuber Awards. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna win one year, guys. It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. I gotta remember, we're going to take over the world. We're going for world domination now. And the only way that's gonna happen is if I start winning some VTuber awards and stuff like that too. That way we can spread the name of Aisu out as far and wide as we possibly can. So that's what we gotta do. But yeah, do we want to vote for any of these guys? Anyone? I don't know any of them. So I think this is a skip. I think this is gonna end up being a skip. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think this is gonna end up being a skip. I don't know any of them. And then we have League of Their Own, streamer who creates truly one-of-a-kind content, pioneering a niche or category that no one else does. Again, we see this Maya. Is this the same Maya that has the non-profit sanctuary for animals? Because obviously that's the person we gotta vote for. Is this the same Maya? Yeah, if this is the same Maya, we gotta vote for Maya. We have to, yeah. She owns Alveus Sanctuary, which is a nonprofit organization where they do like animal welfare and conservation and all that other cool stuff. So I think we go Maya. I think that's the way we go. Yeah, I think we have to. And then we have the Sapphire Award, recognizing the best female or marginalized gender streamer of 2025. We got Emerald, we got Wendelin, Vanilla Mace, Extra Emily, and Cinna. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I've seen a vote for Emerald and I've seen a vote for Cinna. And then another vote for Emerald. So that's 2 for Emerald. That's 4 for Emerald, 5 for... Okay, we're going Emerald! Let's go! And then we have Gamer of the year. What are we feeling for Gamer of the Year, guys? Queso? 2 votes for Queso right off the bat. Anyone else? Anyone else? Clearly Aisu. You know what? Yeah, where the fuck is Aisu? We gotta do Aisu. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We gotta do Aisu though. So I'm seeing 2 votes for Queso. Anyone? Anyone want to refute that? Or are we going for Queso? How are we feeling? What are we thinking? What's happening? I think we're going for Queso. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so we got Queso. And now we have yeah, category for best twin tails. I mean, obviously, I would win, right? Obvious fucking Lee. I would win that in a heartbeat. Like, ooh, yeah. Yeah. The flag of Aisu. The flag of Aisu would have cheesecake. Just an FYI. Just an FYI. Yeah, streamer of the year is obviously me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Aisu is just the best of the best of the best. Now we have streamer of the year. So here is streamer of the year. So what are you guys thinking for streamer of the year? Because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not seeing Iron Mouse. So immediately my thought process is skip. I'm being genuinely serious when I say Iron Mouse isn't there, so I'm about ready to just skip it. And be like, no. No. Most likely Kai will win. That's my thought process, is that Kai is going to be the one winning this, to be quite honest. But yeah. Seriously, skip. If Iron Mouse isn't there, it's not worth the time. It's not worth the effort. It's not worth any of it. If my girl isn't in there, it's not worth it. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, we're skipping it. We're skipping it. It doesn't it doesn't give me the option to skip. Well, it does, but it's like it's not taking me anywhere because when you skip, it just takes you to the next one. So that was very anticlimactic. That was very anticlimactic. I thought it was gonna take me to like a separate page or something, but no, it didn't. It really didn't. All it did was just like nothing. Nothing happened. Yeah, it is. It's because I'm on the last one. Sag. Now I gotta log in. So I gotta take the I gotta take the screen off. That way you guys can't see my login. So I'm gonna it's gonna be blank for a couple seconds here. I'm definitely not gonna go behind your backs and start like randomly pressing different people or anything like that. Definitely not. Definitely not. And I'm definitely also not going to go in and like add my name to every single one of them or anything like that. Definitely not. Okay, now we gotta vote. Now we gotta actually submit. Okay, if you can see right here, it says my votes have been submitted, guys. My votes have been submitted. And I can show you, I did not change any of the options. I did not change any of the options at all. I know I had to take it off screen for 2 seconds. But everything we skipped, we skipped. Everything we voted on, we voted on. There was nothing that got changed. This would be so funny if I just like had somehow managed to slip a PNG of Aisu in there. Somehow could have like slipped an image of myself in there and just been like, oh look. Yeah, definitely nothing has changed or anything like that. Definitely not. It could never be, right? It could never be. Oh man, that would have been hilarious. That would have been so good. How dare I not be able to do that? That's sad. Very, very sad, Aisu hours. All right, so that is done. All right, well, that wasn't technically drama, by the way. We talked about the drama surrounding the the awards And then we actually voted on the awards. So yeah, that voted on the awards. So yeah, that happened. How are we feeling? You guys like it? You happy with the nominations? You happy with everything? How are we feeling? How are we doing? That took actually so much time though. Goodness gracious, what the fuck? That took forever. Absolutely forever. Oh, I'm changing the title because we're heading into actually playing Marvel here, by the way. We're ready for Marvel. That was fun, actually. And yeah, that's where I'm at too. I'm like, I know we voted, but I really, really am hoping that the people who get the awards are actually like super deserving of them, you know? Like that Maya, the fact that she owns an animal sanctuary, like she deserves the awards most of all. You know what I mean? And then like Iron Mouse, she's really deserving of every award she's ever gotten, and she deserves to be like appreciated more still and all that. So, and the Marvel Rivals, oh my gosh, if it goes to one of the people that only fucking streams for like sponsored streams and stuff, like, oh my, oh my, I'm gonna be so just I'm not even gonna know how to feel. There is the thing, because like the thing is, Flats, Bogor, and Tim, honestly, those three are the most deserving in the category. And of course, biasly, we say Flats, of course, you know, but even if Bogor won or even if Tim won, like, that'd be fine, right? But, like, the point of the matter is, if the other two win, like, sure, you know, I'll respect it. It's the award show. Like, it happened. Like, it's not on me to say, like, oh, that's messed up. Let's fix it or anything. Like, that's not my place to say or anything like that, right? But the point of the matter is, of course, it would be disappointing to see that. And like next year, if the streamer awards come around and this ends up happening again, like they have the Marvel Rivals category and stuff like that, like I really hope Doki gets the appreciation she deserves for that, because Doki easily should have been on there. Like, just no jokes, no playing, no nothing. Like, Doki should have been there.